Lydia things count?
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I'm pretty sure the Mana Core did, because it was proccing a lot on that. But, I don't know.
I didn't look at the breakdown for the Manticore fight, so I'll have to do that next time.
I didn't look at it either, I just saw purple flying across my screen constantly.
User disconnected from your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, catch you later, it's been fun.
Night,
Later.
Matt.
Later.
User disconnected from your channel.
I'm gonna hop back over to Decibel.
Alright, thanks for coming, Roz.
Yeah, no problem. We're running again sometime.
Yeah.
I got, honestly, it's just, the only thing I'm not satisfied with is, my damage. I understand wiping, just because forgetting how the instant works, but that doesn't really, justify not having high damage, you know what I mean?
Right.
So.
What were you getting on the serpent image?
Like, anywhere from 9 to 12,
Okay.
but it should be higher than that, I think.
That's the low end of respectable.
Yeah, low end's not acceptable to me.
Well, you know this better than most people. PvE builds are different than PvP builds.
They are, and I know nothing about damn Nightblade PV. I see. I don't see a lot of Nightblades in trials.
Are you
right
You need to
sorry,
talk.
are you a Stam Nightblade?
now. Yeah.
He is, yeah.
All right, I am my main was a Stam Nightblade, and what issues are you having?
Well,
are you just,
people
like,
were
not
telling
happy
me
with your
for
DPS?
single target. Yeah, people were telling me for single target to use Wrecking Blow. However, I can't find an effective way to weave that. You know what I mean? So it seems like you're just either the animation for weave. I don't think weaving is even working with it for me. So I'd like to use something different. But
Here's the issue with Nightblade. They don't have a Nightblade skill that's really good for PvE when it comes to single target. They have surprise
that's why
attack.
Funnel Health was.
It's not that. I mean, it's not that good.
No, but I mean 1.5. I could get 1.2
Yeah.
Funnel Health weave with a Restro.
Yeah, but it's not. It's totally funnel health. It's just not what it used to be. And besides that, you'd have to be a Magicka Nightblade for it to be worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue. I mean, I've seen some builds. I mean, I tried it myself where people use surprise attack as the main source of single target, but it really isn't that good. I mean, the most that I've personally done is like 13k or 14k per hit with a surprise attack, and even that's not going to be enough to get your DPS past like 12k, and that's because that's 13k critting. So imagine, but you're not gonna be critting all the time, even with like.
There are high DPS Stam Nightblades that play in PvE though.
Yes.
And one of them is Zukama. I don't know if you know her or not. So, maybe you don't know her?
No, see, because my Wrecking Blow non-crit, the tooltip says like 8.8. So.
How much are you hitting with crit?
Well, what is crit? 150%, right? So assuming not heavy armor on your subject, you'd be doing 16k crits.
Yeah, that's very, very low. I mean, when I abandoned my Nightblade and I thought my DPS wasn't enough, I was hitting 23k with Wrecking Blow crits. and still that wasn't enough.
Yeah, so she's like the only Stam Nightblade I know that gets DPS worth bragging about.
Is she doing the two-hander where you break animation from Fury or whatever that jabbing one is?
I have no idea. You'd have to talk to her.
If you're referring to rapid strikes, that's not a very good skill either.
I know for a while you could break the animation on it and it would continue its cast, it would weave. But I'm assuming that's, if you're saying it's not good, that doesn't work anymore.
No, rapid strikes is, to be honest, it's decent, but honestly, in terms of like end gameplay, it's kind of garbage. It's like the weaker cousin of fighting jabs, essentially.
Because for single target in PvP, I just throw fear down and then I'll just use Flying Blade because you can't block and it'll crit you for 12k and I'll execute you. You know what I mean?
Nightblade is an absolute beast in PvP, but in PvE it just doesn't have that single target. I mean, I'm sure that the person that Brandy's recommended, I'm sure she could she does have an extremely good Nightblade, but in terms of PvE, the Nightblade just really isn't your best option in terms.
Well, I have an Imperial DK that I'm working on. That it's a Magicka DK, which I don't know how that stands in PvP.
You're not going to get the highest DPS you could because you're not going to min-max your DPS on an Imperial DK if you're Magicka.
Yeah. Because that's stamina based.
I don't think you should let Mel here discourage you because you can still do plenty of PvE content and get respectable DPS on a Stam Nightblade, especially if you find it fun and that's what you like to do.
Well, the reason I went Imperial on my DK instead of Dark Elf or Breton was that builds change so often and they were going through so many different patches. I was like, well, if I want to do stamina, hands down, Imperial is the stamina choice.
So you can do Stam DK, but then there's not really any that I know of. Are there any DK class abilities that would make that?
Most of DKs, most of their their best damaging abilities are Magicka based.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't really
you could build a DK. The way that would work well with Stam is that you'd probably still use a two-hander and you'd throw dots down.
Yeah.
So because some of the morphs that have dots still have stamina morphs, so you can still put a couple nice dots down. That'll really bring up your DPS.
The thing is when you do that. Sorry, go ahead.
I just saw Rob ran a Magicka Imperial DK for a while, and he got very good DPS on it, just not as good as he gets on his Dunmer DK. So if you're looking to get DPS like Sakura's or these huge numbers, yeah, you need to match your race with your class. But if you just want to be respectable and which is plenty fine to get speedruns and any of the content in this game, you can complete with the DPS that you get on any race and class combination.
The reason I chose, I think, is that in PvP world, having the extra stamina and the passives in the champion point system for blocking. So my DK build is based off of, I don't use